Moodz616 sucks fucking dick. What a fucking asshole, man. I met him at Wasteland. Fucking dickhead. Goddamn. Fuck him, man. Fuck. It looks.
A tisket, a tasket, a bloody basket. Cut his head and ate his leg. Now he's in a casket.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Moodz616 here, and I'm back with a brand new video. Alright, guys, so yeah, this is just going to be a random horror film review. So the film that I want to talk about today is from 2012. It is directed by Richard Griffin. I love Richard Griffin, man. He's such a great director. He's done films such as like Splatter Disco, The Disco Exorcist, the Nunsploitation film, None of That, Atomic Brain Invasion, and most recently this one right here from 2012. Like I said, it's not his newest film. He actually does quite a few films, and it goes by the title of Murder University. As you can probably tell by the title of the film, it is indeed a slasher film. If you're familiar with Richard Griffin's work, you probably generally know what you're getting yourself into with this one. But yeah, 2012, released by Wild Eye Releasing. Fantastic company, great stuff. They're always putting on some really cool kind of newer, lower budget films and stuff, which is really awesome. So. But yeah, getting into the plot of this one, it centers around your main character, Josh Green. He is attending this university in New England, and basically what happens at the beginning of the film is that he actually survives like a series of murders. He gets taken captive, kind of. Then he gets he's like the only one to survive like this murder spree and stuff. So, anyways, he goes down to the police station. He gets stabbed. He goes down to the police station. He tells the cops his story. The cops really don't believe exactly what he's telling them, and stuff like that. So, anyways, later on, after he's just like totally baffled, gets out of the hospital. This cop by the name of Ray Forrester shows up, and he takes out Josh for coffee and stuff, and then he explains to him that he totally believes his story, and that he knows a thing or two about the story and stuff. Then he proceeds to tell him that 30 years prior there was a series of murders that were very kind of similar to the ones that were going on right now, and Ray Forrester is just basically hell-bent on kind of cracking the case. He's been following it for years and years. There's been murders over the years and stuff, and he's dead set on totally cracking this case with the help of Josh. So they kind of team up and stuff. So the detective Forrester, he gets this idea where he wants to incorporate his daughter into this mix too. So he basically enrolls his daughter into the university, and she kind of goes a little bit undercover with Josh, kind of playing his fake boyfriend and stuff. And then they start to investigate and try to figure out who exactly is doing these murders, because they're pretty convinced that the killers are probably rich kids on campus and whatnot and stuff. So yeah, it's just basically them trying to figure out exactly what's going on. And of course, in the meantime, more people get killed off and stuff, and then that's the premise of your film right there. Now, my thoughts on this one. Wow, this was really, really entertaining. For a slasher film, it actually had a lot of substance to it. I think there might be minor continuity issues in this film, but it doesn't really take anything away from the film, for starters. But really, everything about this film is really well done. Richard Griffin did a great job shooting this film. It looks fantastic. Like, I've seen Blu-ray transfers that don't look as good as this DVD transfer. It looks really fantastic. Story and stuff, the basic story is kind of cool, but it really is awesome how it all does come together at the end. I think the script is really well written. It's really witty and funny, but it's not over-the-top goofy. Detective Forrester is one of the funniest fucking cops I've ever seen. Almost every line that he says is it's delivered so perfectly. It's very comical, but it's funny. The tone of the film is not overly that serious. It is serious, but it does have, its comical kind of, undertones and stuff. Like, it's got like a semi-serious tone to it. Like the story itself, but then some of the characters that do kind of quirky things, but it's not overly goofy, if that makes any sense. I really enjoyed it. I really, Detective Forrester, Meg, who is Detective Forrester's daughter, and Josh were all great characters. They're all really likable characters and stuff, which was really nice. You know, and the whole movie is just driven by a fantastic score. I don't think I mentioned, but the movie takes place in the early 80s, so it's about 30 years after these original murders, so it takes place in about 1983. And I think the score that they came up with for this is really good, really cool synth score. The opening track in the film is called Murder You. It's really cool, man. Like, this is all new music done to sound like, you know, throwback tunes and stuff, and it really does work. Really does work. You know, getting back to, like, you know, the cinematography of the film now, it's definitely, you know, an 80s kind of throwback slasher film, but it doesn't actually look like one. It doesn't have, like, you know, it's not a grindhouse looking film. It's very clear, which was, I was actually kind of surprised to see a little bit. I thought maybe that he might go with a little bit of a kind of an older, you know, 35 millimeter kind of look, you know, deal, but this one it's really clear, and it didn't really take anything away from the film, which was quite surprising. But getting into the kills in the film, now there's a lot of decapitations in this one. Fucking awesome decapitations, actually. The gore is outstanding. There might be minor uses of CGI, but it really is so unnoticeable that it's really well done. Most of the effects, I would say 98% of the effects in this film are practical effects. Like I said, really pretty nasty decapitations, and quite a few of them. And there's a couple really shocking moments in this film too that actually kind of went, wow. Like, it actually made me say out loud, wow, holy shit, that just happened. Which is always good in a slasher film. Is no stupid jump scares or any fucking kills or whatever. It's just really well done. I think Richard Griffin did a great job with this film. But yeah, I think one of the strongest elements of the film is the script and the characters, and you know, that's a problem that I've always had with a lot of slasher films, especially, you know, these new age kind of slasher films, is the lack of substance in the characters and you know, the likability of characters in these films. Generally, you don't give a shit about anybody, and it's just like, fuck, you know, you're kind of waiting for them to die. But in this one, you really do like them, which is such a plus. Yeah, I think it's just a really fantastic, fun film, and I think everyone should check this out, especially if you like slasher films. You know, if you're really big into slasher films, you like these kind of throwback films, you like newer ways slasher films, it's definitely one to check out. I think Richard Griffin is a great director, and he just, again, did not let me down with this one. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that, you know, it's a slasher film. It's not your dead set serious slasher film, but it's not overly goofy. For those people, I just want to clarify that, because I know a lot of people sometimes get a little, you know, put off by the word, you know, horror comedy, or comedy horror. This is a horror comedy, like, you know, for the most part, but it's not silly and goofy, which is such a plus. I think it's just so well executed, but of course, great script in the film. So yeah, Murder University, awesome ending. Really enjoyed the ending. I thought it was fantastic. So definitely check this out. If I had to rate this film, I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. It's really good. It's a really good. I highly recommend this one. So definitely seek out Murder University from Wild Eye Releasing. It's a fucking fantastic film. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about Murder University. I don't want to give anything else away about the film. Like I said, though, the way it all comes full circle and stuff, and how it goes down, you know, it might be a little bit predictable, but at the same time, it's still really fun, you know, to see that happen and stuff. So very cool stuff. But anyways, guys, Murder University, give it a shot. I will check you later with another random review sometime. Anyways, guys, it's your boy Moodz616 signing off here. Peace out, guys.